Hello children, welcome back to again some interesting lessons in trigonometry, and I know that I am returning to this class 11th topics after a very long time, and I will try to be regular this time so that you gain a lot of things from me and learn the concepts in the right manner. Now try to understand children. Few of you might have started learning about class 11 concepts, and that is not a wrong procedure. You should be steadfast and you should be ready before time and preparing for these things, right? So, let us start without further ado. Angles in the first quadrant, and we learned from some previous videos. If you wish, you can see my channel and you can see those previous videos wherein we learned relationships between the radians and the degrees, and we learned that pi radians is equals to 180 degrees, right? And then conversion between the radians and the degrees, we dealt with the complete exercise of NCERT, and I will try to do more exercises of NCERT and the questions from elsewhere. So, now let us try to understand what we mean by this topic mentioned here. Before that, let us label the directions of these axes. Now, angles in the first quadrant, I have a quadrant here, but in order to make an angle, I have to draw a ray, a line segment that terminates on the circumference of this circle. Let us name the point as P and the coordinates of this point as A comma B, and let us complete this right angle triangle. Why? Because we know that the distance of the point from this y axis is called the base. This is the base of the triangle, and the distance of the point from the x axis, children, that is the height of the point, and it is b. And we know from the trigonometry, if this is x radians, this angle is x radians, right? Now, what is going to happen with trigonometry? I can write sine of x is equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and there is some important point associated with this hypotenuse, that this hypotenuse is of 1 unit. ये hypotenuse है children 1 unit का, that is for ease of doing the things, learning the things easily, the concepts easily, the problems easily, we have taken the radius as 1 unit, though we know that the radius is the absolute value of, right, that is, it is always positive. We have to take only the positive sign, not the negative sign. The radius cannot be negative of any circle, so it is positive. So, in order to ease the process of our doing calculation, we have taken it as 1 unit. Now, see again, cosine of x is base upon hypotenuse, and you can see the base is a, दिख रहा है वहाँ पर base a है, upon hypotenuse is 1. So, b by 1 and a by 1, that does not make any sense. So, again I can rewrite the coordinates a comma b as cos x, which is a, and b, that is sin x. So, what is actually cos x, children? Cos x is a, you can see here, and what is a? It is the horizontal distance of the point from the y axis. Always remember, cos x की definition यहाँ पे क्या होती है, अब थोड़ी change हो चुकी है in the terms of this quadrant. अभी तक हमने क्लास 10th में पढ़ा था कि भाई cosine is a ratio between the two sides, अभी भी ratio है ये, but moreover now from this unit circle where the radius is 1 unit, that is why it is called unit circle. तो कोसाइन की डेफिनेशन में भी थोड़े से चेंजेस आएंगे, और वो चेंजेस कैसे आते हैं? नाउ कोसाइन इज कॉल्ड और कैन बी टर्म्ड एज द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस ऑफ द पॉइंट P. Here this is the point P, of the point P from x axis, sorry, from y axis. And what is sin x, children? Sin x is the perpendicular distance You can see the value of sine is b, sin x की value b है यहाँ पर, और b क्या है children? Perpendicular distance, perpendicular distance of the point P from x axis. Always remember these definitions. What is cos x and what is sin x? For solving the problems related to the degree measure or the angle measure in radians whenever you are using trigonometry and the unit circle. So, now see, let us take an example, sine 60 degrees. We know 60 degrees is well lying in the first quadrant, and we can convert 60 degrees into radians as well. 180 by 3, that is pi by 3, is 60 degrees, right? You can see on the right what have I done to get 60 degrees. I have divided pi radians by 3 to get a 60 degree. Now, we know already from my one of the last lectures, if you can go back into the timeline of my channel and see how I have discussed with you children how to find the ratios for certain specified fixed angles, certain trigonometric ratios, and we know the value is root 3 by 2. Let us take an example of an angle which lies in the first quadrant only, sine 7 pi by 3 radians. Now, what is actually 7 pi by 3? Let us try to break it down. We know that 7 by 3 is an improper fraction. It can be written in the form of a mixed fraction like this. See children, sine 2 complete, right? 2 complete, 3 2s are 6 and plus pi by 3, right? You can see 3 2s are 6, 6 pi plus pi ऊपर होगा तो 7 pi हो जाएगा. I did nothing, I just simply divided 7 by 3. So, 3 2s are 6 and then you get the remainder, that is 1 pi. This is 1 pi and these are 2 pi's. So, 2 pi into 3 plus pi, right, is 7 pi by 3. So, I hope this process is simple. Just try to break it down, divide it. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1 is. Now, see children, what is actually 2 pi plus pi by 3? Let us try to visualize this by using this unit circle. Now, see children, this is the unit circle we have here. If I start from this point only, let us say this is my, I took the wrong pen, sorry. Let us say that this is pi by 3 which I took, x is pi by 3 or 60 degrees, pi by 3 radians. Now, from here I took an extra 2 pi rotations, that is 360 degree rotation. Actually 2 pi is 360 degree, 2 pi radians is 360 degrees, right. You can see what I did, from this pi by 3 I added an additional 2 pi and I came back to the point from where I started my journey after taking one complete rotation. And will there be any difference in the coordinates of this point P? Again this ray will terminate at this point P. ये पूरी घूमती हुई रे आएगी, एंगल घूमेगा ये पूरा, और एक रोटेशन के बाद ये OP वापस वहीं पे जाके बैठ जाएगी, right? Let me make you see how that ray will rotate. Let us say this is the ray OP, ये यहाँ पे आ चुकी है, here it has come. Now this is the ray OP. Let me delete it. Delete this. Okay, this is the in perfect shape. Now this is the ray OP. I hope you can see this black. Let me change the color. The green ray, right? Now see children, what happens here is, let me click this again. If I rotate this ray right from here, from OP it was here, and I take a 2 pi radians rotation or a 360-degree complete circle. In a complete circle, I try to get one complete rotation, then you can see this ray returns back to its initial position back at P. Now, whatever were the coordinates of the point of the intersections, that is A comma B, that is cos x comma sin x, again they will remain the same at that angle. So, you try to understand this concept, children. I should come back here. After having done one complete rotation, see, let me wipe it out. After having done one complete rotation starting from pi by 3, that is 60 degrees or pi by 3 radians, whatever you may take the angle as, you came back to pi by 3 radians, right. So, 7 pi by 3 is same as writing sin 7 pi by 3 is same as writing sin pi by 3. There is no difference, right. It is actually that coordinate B, वही कोऑर्डिनेट है ये, राइट, बी. देखा हमने वहाँ फिगर में एंगल, ये जो टर्मिनेटिंग रे है चिल्ड्रन, वो वापस वहीं पहुँच जाती है, तो कोऑर्डिनेट तो वही है, बी ही है. एंड दैट देयरफॉर sin pi by 3 is again will be equal to root 3 by 2, right. Let us see some other angle. Let us see a different ratio now. Let us take a cos and see what difference does it make. 5 plus 37 pi by 6 radians. Now try to understand, children. Let us try to break this improper fraction down again. I can rewrite this as 6 is 36. So 6 pi complete होंगे पूरे, right. 6 is 36. 36 pi में क्या जोड़ेंगे चिल्ड्रन की एक 37 pi बन जाए. We will add a pi, right. So breaking down these fractions is quite a simple task for us. Radians में ही है ये. Now try to visualize where what will happen, क्या होगा यहाँ पर अब. So why not to wipe everything out here and let us bring this ray down, because pi by 6 is not a great angle here. Pi by 6 is mere 30 degrees. So now see children, क्या होगा यहाँ पे. This is pi by 6 actually. And what you did is you took 6 pi, 2 pi में होती है एक complete rotation, तो 6 pi में कितनी होंगी चिल्ड्रन, 3 rotations. That is first एक बार ये एंगल इस तरीके से घूम के, see this is one complete rotation, and then the second rotation, and then the third rotation. You are back on the same point again. The points of the coordinates of that point P can be written as P a comma B only, right, and where a is cos of x, that is x, this highlighted angle is x radians, right, cos of x, and B is children sin of x. So you are back on the same point on the circle. So writing cos 6 pi plus pi by 6 is as same as writing, just see here, is as same as writing cos pi by 6. Nothing changed, you are back on the same point, कुछ यहाँ पे change नहीं हुआ है, right. This triangle is the same, this is the triangle, this is the height a comma b, and this is the base a. So the value of cos pi by 6 is cos 30 degrees, and cos 30 degrees children is sin 60 degrees, which is root 3 by 2, right. So that is all for today children, and I will be bringing more content to you for the remaining quadrants, right. So stay tuned, and if you think you have got something here to learn and you have learned some useful concepts which you could not gain from anywhere else. So, you can quickly like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, children.